G'day everyone. My name is Yeti, and today I will be making my first YouTube video. I'm going to be giving a brief tour of my world and an introduction. I've been working on this world for about 2 years now, and I figured now would be a great time to present it. Before I start showing you around, I would just like to apologize for the audio quality and video quality. I don't have the best equipment. I'm recording this on my phone, and I'm just playing on a very old MacBook. All funds from this YouTube channel and my TikTok account will go towards better equipment. Enough of that being said, I think the first place that is fit to being shown is my base of operations, my very own wizard tower. This is definitely one of my hardest builds due to its unique shape and texturing the underside of it, giving it that nice gradient. I'm very proud of it, very happy how it's come out. I think it looks nice, although I would have preferred it if it was a little bit higher in the air, but nothing you can do about that. And coming down to the base, I have this sort of Stonehenge ancient monolith, you call it. And I like to think that this magic crystal in the middle is keeping the island floating. It is its source of power. And coming off from the side of it, I have what I call the dark forest. All these trees are custom, made with granite and spruce leaves. It was quite the grind to getting all those leaves and granite. And you can see them up close here. And there's the wizard tower. Coming down from this forest is this big stone archway. I really like how it's come out. I think it symbolizes as a gateway between the forest and the farmlands. I just call them that. I don't have a specific name for the lands yet. I will take suggestions in the comments of what you think I should call this place, like Middle Earth, Hobbiton, some sort of name. It looks nice. I like it. It's got big fields, nice houses, windmills. You can see how there's like some lore, like this one's being built. There's one over there which is old and abandoned and it's falling apart. And as we come over this way, we see a completely terraformed hillside, which has a nice path going up, and a bridge crossing this stream that flows down and across through this sort of foresty area. In the future, I would like to add more trees here though, as it feels pretty open, and I want it to be more dense, not as dense as my dark forest though. And coming over here, we have the quarry. This is one of my biggest builds and longest, as it's not just a build, as it supplied me with resources for quite a while. It's all the chests are still full. You can see it there. I'll show some of this though first. Each of these tents have their own sort of storage area. They contain resources that I need. This one's dirt, grass, stone, cobble, and other like granite, diorite, etc. You get the idea. This, I imagine, is sort of a water heater that, heats the water for the showers, for the dirty miners or the filthy, sweaty workers. We have a few cranes for the docks that send out the shipments to other kingdoms. Because this quarry, its like lore is that it is high in copper and coal. So copper, coal comes out, coal gets shipped out, some goes to the smelters out there, and all the copper gets sent to the big furnace which we can see over there. The whole quarry is gradientized So it goes from deep slate, which I sort of raised up because the quarry sits on a highly like thermal area, right? Very volcanic. I'll show that behind the quarry because I made a little build to show that. So it's pushed up all the hard stone, and along with all the minerals, that's why it's so high and dense into it. So we've raised up the deep slate level, gone to tough, pale moss, andesite stone, which I think looks pretty nice. And then coming over here, we've got auto smelter that is completely functional, and I actually designed this all on my own. So the redstone behind it is absolutely atrocious, but it works, so I'm not complaining. So this just runs in the background, smelting what I need. I've got some lovely gear designs like this huge one, which I really like. And then we've got sort of each station, which is on their own level, coming up to the main storage area. Each of these levels have their own sort of purpose. The smelted copper from the furnace comes up, gets turned into cut copper by the auto crafter. Cut copper gets sent up to the next level. The next level then turns it into usable materials like different blocks, different whatever's needed by the buyer, and then they're sent off. This is a very nice looking area, I'd say. Coming down from the quarry now, we get to see what I was talking about earlier, the volcanic activity. So in the original seed of this, you'll see there's actually a small lava pool around here, and as my first build I decided to revamp it, and I built this tree next to it. It looked a lot different how it is now because I came back and decided to redo the whole area. So we've got pipes coming out as the quarry was using the heat and power of the lava to smelt all the copper and to make all the steam engines work, right? Excess lava comes out from these pipes, dumped into this forgotten area of the world. So we've got big lava pools, dead trees, burnt ash. And then coming this way, I actually designed this based off of Yellowstone, right? I forgot what they're called. The pools of water. I don't know the actual name, but I think I mimicked that well with the light blue blocks and then the orange outer tone. You might see that and think, whoa, what is that? That is my giant stone bridge. This is my biggest build of the world, and it's probably my favorite, to be honest. It is beautiful. It is a main route from the quarry to my supposed castle. I'm not happy with this. I want to redo it. So this stone bridge, yes, beacons, yep. I've killed withers, yep. It is large and beautiful. I've textured it, give it that nice gradient from dark to light. I've done the cliff face, make it look nice. We've got two waterfalls coming down either side, a little house sticking out of the support beam, and this follows through to more of the towny area that connects up to the farmlands. A lot of this area is work in progress. This side of the river is all done. It's very nice. It's some housing with a little community area in the middle, and this side is work in progress. It's gonna look similar to this, as towns, It is supposed to look like like the European style of building, close two-story buildings that get wider as they go up. I think Minecraft really works well with that sort of building style. So we have some houses and we go in on like a little area with a little market, there's some houses, water, a little garden, real cute little place it is. And you can really tell how far my house designs have come from building like this to like that or like that, where they were all sort of the same, just different blocks, and now I'm using even more unique ones. So this is sort of the main vibe which I want to incorporate to all of this area, so around here and further this way. So it's going to be a lot of work building all these houses. And then it takes us to Market Island. This is one of my favorite places to be, with all of its color. It's supposed to be like, if you've ever been to a Sunday market, we have a lot of those where I'm from, and they're really like nice, real cozy, especially when you get to meet the people. It's a real nice place to be around. I tried to incorporate as much as that feeling as possible, and each of these stores, the symmetrical ones, have villages in them, and you'll be able to see they correlate to whatever I use for storage. So we have a butcher who sells beef, we have a fisherman for puffer fish, butcher for fried chicken. It's all full up and done up nicely. Carrying on from the Market Island, we have a lot of work in progress area that is a lot of housing and leads up to a few bridges that eventually come to the end, which is a giant castle. Now I do have this in its place right now. I did try to build it. I'm just not happy with it. It's not big enough. It doesn't scream castle. It seems more like a cathedral. It's just I don't like it. So I ignore it for now. If I make a copy of the world for the future, I'll do like a one where I remove it and redo it, and one where I keep it, I guess. And then coming back this way, we have a lot of terraforming, which is what I've been doing like recently. This island over here I finished like a day ago. It's this whole area is supposed to sort of resemble like just a better versions of a plains biome. I want a sort of a towny area here, and for the rest to have fields of flowers, trees, groves, meadows, and then turn my render up. So along the red lines are paths, obviously you could tell by that. This one, however, that runs alongside the coast, follows up through, has a hole punching through here, and then follows around to the other end of the coastline, which is back to where my wizard tower is. This border is going to be where the world ends, basically. I want to eventually install Axiom and design a blueprint for a mountain range that will act as like a wall encasing the world and like making it look nice to the edges. That way you don't have some of the ugly trees and unterraformed area in the back. This island, you can see, looks very choppy. I am in progress of deleting it off the map. That way, along the coastline, it is just ocean, nothing there. And then this is all getting terraformed to be similar to the farmlands earlier in the video, but more spread out and more patchy with forest areas. And then along here will be a cliffside, which I have started, and then on top there will be more land, which I'll have a path running up and through this little crevice and running back around to the top of this area. So I think that completes the tour of my world. Thank you all for watching. If you stayed till the end, I really appreciate it. Let's set a like goal for 1 like. Yeah, that's it from me. Keep it cool. You can find my TikTok account at A True Yeti.